The Solomon Islands economy has gradually recovered following the COVID-19 pandemic. The COVID-19 pandemic sent shockwaves through the world economy and triggered the largest global economic crisis in more than a century. Yan Kaukui reports.
The Solomon Islands economy has gradually recovered following the COVID-19 pandemic. This was highlighted in the World Bank Pacific Economic Update for the month of October. Senior economist at the World Bank, Ludwig Smits, explains the national economy has now surpassed its pre-pandemic levels.
The economy for Solomon Islands has shrunk during the pandemic because we had to shut the borders, there was less consumption, the economy was shrinking. But since the borders reopened, and actually since a resilient informal sector, we show that now the economy has grown bigger. The economy has surpassed pre-pandemic levels. So there is a recovery, so the economy has recovered from the COVID-19 pandemic. And for Solomon Islands in specific, it was not only the COVID-19 pandemic, it was also the 2021 riots and the price increases due to the war in Ukraine.
The report shows that Solomon Islands economy has grown by 2.5% this year, a decline from 3% growth in 2023. Despite the progress made, the World Bank reveals that the rate of economic growth is settling into a slower pace across the region. This slowdown in Solomon Islands is tied to structural challenges such as the decline of logging sector.
So the logging sector alone was about a quarter of the whole economy. But since 2016, if you look at the data, logging has declined significantly. So in less than 7 years' time, the logging sector has halved. So back in 2023, last year, only 1.6 million cubic meters of logs were exported. So the biggest sector of the economy has halved in 7 years' time. So that's the main structural issue that is facing the Solomon Islands economy. And given its economic geography challenges, it's a remote country, it's very dispersed, and given the lack of infrastructure and the lack of connectivity, it is a real challenge to find new sources of growth for Solomon Islands.
Mr. Smits emphasizes the country must ramp up investment promotion, improve infrastructure, and implement regulatory reforms to speed up economic growth.
And currently a lot of infrastructure works are taking place, and that is going to pay off. If you bring down electricity prices, if you improve infrastructure, you improve the overall business climate, investors will start looking at Solomon Islands. And it's also reaching out to investors. So it's investment promotion. And that's the final point I want to make. And that's the improving investment promotion activities and attracting foreign investment. The report mentions changing the regulatory environment to do that. For instance, here in Solomon Islands, the Ministry of Commerce, MSILI, is considering an amendment to the Foreign Investment Act to facilitate investment promotion, establish an investment authority so that they can attract foreign investment. So just to summarize, it's improving the business environment, including in Solomon Islands infrastructure and electricity costs. It's improving government to business services and changing policies and regulations to attract both foreign and domestic investment.
Yan Kaukui for SIBC TV.